Hi guys, it's Serena Fazan and happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, I love doing live shots like this. Welcome. I'm on Davis Islands and I'm right in front of the Ronald McDonald House, certainly a charity close to my heart and definitely very, very close to this woman right here. We're standing far apart. I have my mask on so you can hear me speak, so I'm going to stand apart from you, Liz. But
Good morning.
We're going to go up to you right now. So this is Liz Montante,
Hi.
one of the owners of ZIPS Dry Cleaners. So Liz, talk to us about this wonderful fundraiser that you launched and that we talked about not too long ago.
Yeah. So over the last month, we have asked our customers to donate to a charity that we absolutely love, which is the Ronald McDonald House. And they had an option of donating a $1, $3, or $5 ticket, and we posted them all over the store with their name on it, so there was recognition there. And in just a short amount of time, we raised a few $100s. We raised actually $300 to present today. And I think our customers were really excited to be a part of it, and we were really excited to do this.
So Liz, let me ask you, why is the Ronald McDonald House so important to you and your husband Mike? I know that you guys actually moved here to our beautiful city of Tampa just 2 years ago and opened your store on your birthday.
Yeah. So when we were originally from Maryland, and when we lived in Maryland, this was an organization that we were very involved with, not only Mike and I, but our 3 boys. And we would host activity night once a month. We would also host various dinners there, and we just really got involved, and we got to know some of the families that were staying, and we really, really love it. It's such a great organization to help families in that, during their time of stress, and it just gives them a place to call home, and we just love it.
And thankfully, as you just talked about, you have 3 lovely boys. How old are they again?
15, 13, and 7.
And it's so, for them to also see, as a family, you guys work together, right? And have not only financially given back to the charity, but as you said, when you lived in Baltimore, we're really close to the Ronald McDonald House there as well.
Yes.
And when we were talking last time with and we're going to talk to the executive director, which I'm very excited about, part of it is that all the proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House.
100%, yes. We didn't take any of this. We just printed the tickets, you write your name, and everything goes to them.
So I am going to come back and ask you a few questions because Sammy and I donated, which we were really, happy about. It was so great. Like you had these signs up in the store.
Yeah, we got to decorate the store.
Yeah, it was so nice. So stay right there because I definitely have more questions for you.
Okay.
All right, now we're going up to the executive director, and I'll have Gabriel get a little bit closer. So Lisa, what is your first and last name?
Lisa Supernand. Yes.
Okay, and you're the executive director here at the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah.
In fact, wow. Okay, the check. Wait, hold on. The important stuff, right? Let's hand over the check. But this is the check. Yay! Okay, so let me ask you, Lisa, what does this mean when community members, especially business owners, come to you and present you with a check?
Wow, it's so important to us because I think, particularly during this climate, COVID is already so hard and there's so many more things we have to pay for this year than we've ever had to pay for before. So this is going to provide several dinners to all of our families staying at this Ronald McDonald House. So they have long days at the hospital, they're caring for their sick child, they come back, and we are trying to give them, as much hope and as much love and support as we can. And part of that is food, right? You come back, you're hungry, you're tired, and we want them to focus on nothing but their sick child. And so before, meal groups used to come in, just like Liz was saying, they would come and cook at our houses. Right now, due to COVID, we have to pause that program just to keep our families safe. So in lieu of that, donations come in and we can purchase the food to support the families in that same way. So Liz is giving all that love through her customers back to our families the same way she would as if she could have come into the house.
You know what? And what's so wonderful, I feel, is that you know exactly where the money is going towards in this case.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about it. We're on beautiful Davis Islands. I love it here. We're actually just, a stone's throw away from Tampa General Hospital even. Tell us about the organization and Ronald McDonald House.
Sure. So we have been around in the Tampa Bay area for 40 years. We have 4 Ronald McDonald houses, so the one on Davis Island is just one of them, and it serves Tampa General Hospital and St. Joseph's Hospital. So when a family has a child who needs critical care, so it could be life-saving or life-changing care, it could be a really premature baby, it could be cancer, so many things that our children are struggling with that we wish they didn't have to. Sometimes they live down the street, but oftentimes our families are coming from a different part of Tampa Bay or even out of state or out of country. And we want them to be able to pick the best possible doctor and care for their child to get their child better. So we allow that to happen, right? Because when you come from even 40 minutes away, that's too far to drive in the Tampa Bay area to be close to your child. So they can stay with us and they can receive that support system and just take care of their child the way they need to.
I know the journey to be a parent and to have a parent is such a huge blessing. Of course, you would do anything, again, to keep your families close. So donations like this and donations from the community really do keep the Ronald McDonald House running and running well. Is that right?
Oh my goodness. So almost 100% of our donations come from the community. We have this name, people talk about, McDonald's, and customers give through McDonald's to us. So that's coming from the community as well. And 80% comes from the greater community outside of those McDonald's customers. And so this is just amazing that Liz's group, this local community in South Tampa, is supporting these families and these kids in their own backyard. It's just wonderful.
And they're so humble and they don't want, the attention. But they also have the Montante group, which is a real estate group, and then ZIPS. Do you feel like businesses like this, certainly, and they have 3 boys of them, themselves, do you feel this sends a really strong message to the community?
I can't say enough. I mean, just the fact that Liz and her family supported this and that the community, this amount has to be somewhere between 100 and 300 people in the community chose to give back. So I think that's huge and it supports our family so much. I think there's never an amount too big or too small that you can do to help another person. And in this case, I agree with you. If it's your own child, you would do anything and you deserve the world to help you get through that struggle. And we're so grateful to them for everything they're doing.
Lisa, what a wonderful spokesperson you are for the Ronald McDonald House. I mean, you're amazing. We love talking to you. And I have to say, on a much lighter and brighter note, you look absolutely beautiful today. We love that dress.
So do
You're
you.
beautiful. No, thank you. But you look awesome. So, Liz, I want to bring it back to you just really quickly before we wrap up the Facebook Live. So you guys are constantly giving back, and I know you've given back to the Ronald McDonald House before. Let's talk about your customers just a little bit. You know, this is an unprecedented time. I mean, today I was just reading about the government sending another round of checks to people in need. So clearly, right now, people really need money and need to feed their families. So the fact that you had all your customers, so many customers donate.
We love our customers.
Yeah, what does that say?
We have the best customers. There are so many that we actually know on a personal level at this point. They'll come in, Mike will just talk to them, and a couple of them, like the one guy, he makes shirts, he's given Mike his shirt. Like, we just love our customers, and the fact that they were willing to reach in their pocket and donate $1 to $5, and some of them multiple times, I think it just makes South Tampa just another great place to be. So.
Absolutely, and you've got some great neighbors around you. I always mention it. Plant High School is right there.
Right
what
there.
About my favorite ice cream place, Delights, is right there. Then there's that the other place that makes all the college shirts and everything. So how would you encourage your neighbors, your business neighbors, would you encourage them to do the same thing?
Yes. I mean, of course, I would promote the Ronald McDonald House and doing something similar to this. But to be honest with you, just to look inside and figure out a charity that you can support. And just like Lisa was saying, nothing is too small. Like, I am very proud that in such a short amount of time that we were able to raise this amount. And that it just shows what people are willing to do. And even, when people are struggling, just to donate to a good cause, whatever the cause may be, people are willing to do it because, we're all human. So we all look out for each other.
Well, you're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. That was so awesome. We need to get pictures of that check. Okay. So this is, honestly, guys, this is why I believe, it's so kind, so generous of what these local businesses do. And that's why I'm so supportive of local businesses. So I would say, and Liz did not ask me to say this, or no one asked me to say this, and Lisa did not ask me to say this, but this is why we should support local business and keep our local businesses afloat and help them become stronger so we can help great nonprofits like the Ronald McDonald House. We certainly appreciate you watching. We have tagged all the businesses, the Ronald McDonald House. You can give there. I'm sure you guys will have another fundraiser soon, at some point, right? Again, so there's always ways you can help. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and have a great Thursday.